Hey guys, welcome to First Bite Bastion, and this is How to Wacky Rig. So when starting off, I like to use a wide gap 4-aught hook, and one here I have a lead one, and I have a red one right here. So when rigging the Cinco or Yum Dinger, what I like to do is I like to take my hook, and usually they have like a soft part right here that is not grooved, and so what I do is I take the hook, and then I just run it down like this, and then straight up like that, so that it sits like that. Some people, what they'll actually do is they'll hook it like this way, so it hangs like that, like hook straight, like that. But I just learned how to do it like this, so that's how I do it. As far as color goes, there's a lot of variety for Cincos. So when it's sunny outside and the water's actually kind of clear, what I like to throw is this right here. And what it is a watermelon with black flake and a white-bellied Cinco. And this I throw when it's sunny, as I said, and the water's clear. And it gives the bass a chance to kind of see the detail in this. And it looks really good, and it actually kind of looks like a baby bass. But if it's sunny outside and the water's really dirty or mucky, then I'll throw something like this. And what this is a green pumpkin with teal and purple flakes. And this is good because it gives that like foreshadowing figure basically, because it's dark and it puts out a big picture. Also throws kind of something like this, and it's got that dark for the big picture. Here we go. But then it's got these colors that kind of make it look a little more natural. And in my last video, I actually used this, and I ended up catching 3 bass on this. So. And then if the water is dark or light, but it's cloudy outside, then I throw this right here. And what this is a purple Cinco with teal and kind of green flakes in there. And this works really well for me, and the bass just love this thing. And I throw this when it gets dark, when it's cloudy. And you don't have to use Cincos for this. What I actually have here are Yum Dingers. And so it's just 5-inch plastic worms that no curly tail or anything, just like this. So when I'm fishing a wacky worm, I like to use fluorocarbon. I like using fluorocarbon because it sinks. And when you're fishing a Cinco or Yum Dinger, it sinks, but it's not super heavy. So it sinks kind of slowly, and when you have monofilament, that makes it even slower because monofilament floats. So I prefer fluorocarbon. And with the fluorocarbon, I use anywhere from 10 to 20 pound, and right here I actually have 15 pound. But sometimes I do use monofilament. When I'm fishing a private pond, I'll use monofilament because of how it's stretchy. It really doesn't happen a lot, but if I'm using monofilament, like, in my head I'm thinking, oh, when I set the hook, it's not going to rip the fish into bits and pieces because it's a little more stretchy than fluorocarbon. But most of the time, I am still using fluorocarbon. As far as line goes for monofilament, I'm using anywhere from 10 to maybe 15, and this is a 12-pound monofilament. When I'm fishing a wacky worm, there's 2 types of rods I like to use. The first one here is the Shakespeare Ugly Stick. This is the rod. It's 5'10", and then I have it paired up with the combo reel Shakespeare Ugly Stick right here, and I have the 12-pound monofilament on here. And so this rod I like to use. I'll switch in between this one and the next one when really whatever I'm feeling like. So the second rod and reel I have here is the Pinnacle Ultra Balance Baitcaster, and I have the 15-pound fluorocarbon on here. And because I don't make that much money, I only have 3 rods and reels, and so whenever I'm going somewhere, then I'll bring with me, I'll just take this and then put on a little if I can find it, on a snap swivel on here, and then I'll just switch it in and out. I would throw a wacky worm anywhere that you would throw a jig, so under docks, by structure, and one of the most successful things for me is if I'm in a boat, up along the bank. So bank, running back, bank, back, bank, back. And but if it's a really limited and small pond, like in my last video, then I just throw it in the open or whatever, and because it's so small that the fish will move around to get it. So overall, Wacky Rig Sinkos are definitely a confidence bait for me. I've caught many fish on them, and I know that they work. Thank you guys for watching First Bite Bassman. So sorry that this video took so long to get out. When I was editing Veterans Day pond fishing, the software iMovie actually kind of slowed down and stopped working for me. So I had to figure out what to do. But so thanks for all your support and watching, and I'll see you guys later. Nope, I'm not doing it.